You look out on the horizon at a world that stretches endlessly into the distance. From a vantage point of any altitude, it seems as though the entire Earth is open to your view without a single detail missed in the process. Descend from the heights, however, and you see almost immediately just how much of the detail you were actually missing by not exploring at ground level. It's a strange dichotomy. You see a lot from far away, but you miss almost as much as you see. That is how many explorers perceive the world. You can't really know what surrounds you until you get on the ground and experience those hidden details. For men like Javar Campbell, a trip into the backcountry is all about the details. The contrast of green moss on crimson rock, or the unexpected bend of a trail that opens up a new landscape that was unseen from any other angle. Today, Javar, along with members of the Tri-State ATV Club out of Hurricane, Utah, are delving into lands just north of the small town of Kanab that sprawls along the Arizona border. Their quads and side-by-sides snake through the sand with the white cliffs in the distance. Today isn't about what lies on the horizon, though. Rather, what is hidden in the folds of the rock, waiting to be explored.
If you look on the map, this canyon's called Red Canyon. All the locals here call this PeekaBoo. We're about 10 miles north of Kanab, Utah right now. This will be one of the premier rides for the Tri-State Jamboree that's coming up in mid-March. This is very interesting because of the influence of the Anasazis in this canyon, where we have the Anasazi toe holes, where they've chipped a ladder going up out of the canyon in one spot.
It trailheads north of Kanab. This will be one of the features that we'll go on, but there are a lot of other things to see while we're out here, and one of the things is the really great scenery. Great panoramic views, the white cliffs and the red cliffs and the sandstone and the pinyons and junipers. It's just really gorgeous out here.
PeekaBoo Canyon is the terminus point of a simple but awe-inspiring ride through a sandy wash. The wide trail narrows at the mouth of the canyon, where club riders climb off their four-wheeled mules and hike into a dominating, pale red world with only a thin strip of blue sky overhead. The cool temperatures this time of year are heightened in the canyon, while the sound of the outside world is muted to little more than a whisper. A large city could be rumbling just around the corner, and these friends would never hear it in this natural cathedral of sandstone, where flying buttresses in the form of logs wedged in the rock cast shadows from high above. One of the reasons for today's excursion into the landscape of Kane County is to plot out routes for participants in the Tri-State ATV Jamboree. This off-highway event brings hundreds of riders to southern Utah for a chance to explore and learn more about the beauty of the Southwest.
We have rides that go all the way from the Nevada border on the west side of Washington County, clear over here to Kane County over by Kanab, and then we also go down into Mojave County down into Arizona. We pretty much cover the whole area down here.
I am a newcomer. I've probably been riding for just about a year, but I've never gone on a group thing before like this.
One of the big things that we try to do at the Jamboree is educate people. We educate people to stay on trails, not leave any litter. Whatever you pack in, pack it out.
The Tri-State ATV Jamboree will be held the 15th through 19th of March, with registration ending February 22nd. The event itself is capped at 300 riders. The world is a big place, with plenty to explore. While you can see a good portion of it by standing aloft a high cliff or flying over an area, you never really know what's there until you get out on the ground and explore. That's a fact these riders know all too well, and one they embrace every chance they get.
We would just like to invite people to come down and share the southern Utah weather in March. I used to live up north. That's one of the reasons that I moved down here 15 years ago. We just love the weather down here. We do a lot of riding all during the winter.
I love it here. I'm not going back. I really do. I love it here. I mean, we just never get tired of looking at the scenery. We just love it here. The weather, everything. It's just perfect for us. So we're really glad we made the move. It just happened. Life happens as you live it.
For AYL, I'm Stephen Heumann.